Another video with a phone that does now work. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You know, it probably is a little meaningless to a lot of you, but like the frustration that I've had with recording video on this phone has just, it's been agonizing. It's been so agonizing because like I know you've probably heard me complain before. I've had to, in some cases, try to record a video two, three, four times, and still it ends up not coming out right. And then having to like redo it and just redo it and redo it. And there just becomes this frustration with it because it's like, what happens if you say it perfectly the first or the second time? And, for me, I always like, I have no problems admitting that I'm pretty awkward. So like I don't like I don't see myself as a YouTuber, so I'm not fully on this personality YouTube thing. And so, you know, I just kind of want to get it done quickly and just move on. So, yeah, the whole effort and stuff that I've had to put in just getting all of this has just been not giving me anxiety, but it's just been frustrating. So, yeah, this was the other comic that I picked up at the end of February, and that's Red Hood Outlaw. Now, I remember picking it up once. Like, I remember this was one of the series that I was reading, like, it was on my pull list every month, in DC Rebirth at the start. And then, once Brian Michael Bendis came, I like pretty much ended my list. And I think for a while Scott Lobdell was not writing this. I think he'd like either taken a break or something like that. And I wasn't enjoying it as much. So I gave it a break of a couple of years. And like the Batman Superman, I'm coming back, and it's kind of fun in a way because I don't know if this is necessarily a new story arc, but like with Batman Superman, I kind of feel like I don't need to go to the previous issues to catch up. And I will put that down to, Scott Lobdell knowing what he's doing when it comes to storytelling. So this one was, I guess, essentially the group getting back together kind of thing. And so, I will say I don't like the redesign. I don't like the redesign at all. I miss the old Jason Todd look. I don't know what this new thing is, but I don't like it. But I'm desperate for I'm desperate for good storytelling. So I will accept it. I'll accept it. So essentially it's the crew getting back together, and Max. So it's essentially the crew getting back together, and they're on a mission. So, and this is why I say that I felt like I didn't feel like I needed to go back to the previous issues because there's just sort of mention that Artemis and Bizarro ended up in some other dimension, so they seem to have gotten closer. So now, okay, you understand that they have this kind of bond with each other that they no longer have with Jason. So okay, they're having to readjust in a way. And so I, that made me that made me feel like I caught up. But I will say I missed Bizarro. I missed Bizarro. Like when I stopped reading, was kind of on that cusp where he had the super intelligence because he was yeah, you have the super intelligence. And it was sort of like he was kind of like reverting back in some cases, but he was still, the super intelligent. So I mean, you can tell it's been a long time since I've read this. So to have like the regular, you know, talking Bizarro back is making me really happy. And so, yeah, like this is just kind of the part where you know, where they mention the two of them kind of like having the bond that Jason Todd doesn't have. And so, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say because it's more that it's just it's just a good story. You have something going on, you have the group trying to readjust, you have your fight scenes, you have, like the crazy looks. And it just, I don't know, like, I think because I just enjoyed reading it at the time that I read it, and just, when I'm looking at, when I'm looking at stuff like this as them wanting to sell it to you and you're wanting stuff like this, you just kind of settle back and you sometimes it's like I just don't even know what to say because it's just I just liked it. And yeah, I just liked this, and I cannot wait for the next issue. And yeah, there's probably still a lot of stuff that I don't know. Like I don't know, what I guess these all blades are, or how how that's related to the Red Hood Outlaws for the time that it's, been on. But, like I said, I don't know that I necessarily have to, because the way that Scott Lobdell is telling the story, I feel like you could still just jump on and get a good sense of the adventure and the team dynamics and who the characters are. And that's something that he is really good at, and has definitely been the thing that has really made me enjoy Red Hood Outlaws from the beginning. So, yeah, I mean, like I feel like I can't give the whole story because there's some things that, I know are going to play into the next issue. So, you know, other than to say that the storyline is good, the characters are good, for someone who hasn't read it in a while, I feel like I'm not missing anything from previous, it's, yeah, I mean, I don't like the redesign of Red Hood. I feel like that is just so ugly, but, I'll take it. I'll take it. And, that's kind of that. So, yeah, that's my other breath of fresh air. And, it's always kind of awkward because it's, when you like something, you want to explain, it's like you want to explain how much you like it. And, it's also YouTube. And so I don't want to get copy struck because I don't want to reveal too much because I can't go through and analyze page by page. But, you know, yeah, I mean, I like it. So, yeah, this is something that I would definitely say pick up. If you've been on the fence about it, if you have, if you're looking, it's like with the Batman Superman, if you're looking for something that will just be a good story to read, and, you won't have to fear for the lecturing, for the insanity, if you want to escape the post Trump derangement, Red Hood Outlaw is the story for you. So, yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do the bell stuff for notifications, share this, do all of that. I mean, definitely pick up Red Hood Outlaws. I think even if you didn't necessarily like the character of Jason Todd, I think you could still find something about this that you'd like. And yeah, I mean, I guess that'll be the end of my little pitch. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.